Welcome to Tasting the Tri-State. Thanks for joining us as we travel the Tri-State, finding the best local restaurants in the area. Meet the people who started them, the chefs who make the delicious cuisine, and the patrons who love it. Today, join me, Laurie Maynor, at the Twilight Bistro on the Main Street Walkway in downtown Evansville. Joe and Jan Anglin have an awesome restaurant here in the River City with great soups and salads, sandwiches, and more.
Soup and salad. I get it pretty much every time I come.
I always go for the burger. It's not your normal pressed down stuff you get at a fast food place. It's like a substantial burger, and it's just seasoned right. It's really good.
And they have quite a few regulars.
I hope to come here once or twice a week. But today he said, "Where do you want to eat lunch?" I said, "Let's go back to Twilight Bistro."
When you come to the Twilight Bistro, get ready to be entertained too. Joe and Jan are a hoot. We'll be back to talk with Jan Anglin coming up on Tasting the Tri-State, brought to you by Expressway Dodge.
Tasting the Tri-State.
Tasting the Tri-State, brought to you by Expressway Dodge.
Ed, what are you doing up here?
I'm here to demonstrate just how low we can get the prices at expresswayonline.com. Get it? Expressway Online?
Shop all 7 Expressway stores anytime.
10 brands and always the largest selection of vehicles in the Tri-State.
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Oh yeah, I got this. Whee!
That really had to hurt.
Not sure if you can trust your cooling system to handle the extreme this season? Then it's high time to outfit your home with a brand that generations have recognized for extreme rugged reliability. Your Indoor Outfitter has a selection of Coleman home comfort products that keeps you cool on those hot and muggy days ahead and saves energy with environmentally friendly performance.
Go to ColemanAC.com for a dealer near you. That's ColemanAC.com, your indoor outfitter.
For those who can't imagine life without two wheels, Allstate offers protection with a purpose, to keep riders riding.
Call Allstate agent Dan Jost today at 421-1925.
I was struggling just to keep up with my kids. Now I can run and play with them.
I'm off my cholesterol and blood pressure medications, making my annual checkup a whole lot less nerve-wracking.
My attitude and outlook is so much more positive. A good workout is like therapy for me.
I want to be there for my family and my children. I think they'd like me sticking around a little longer.
It's not about what you lose. It's about what you gain at Bob's Gym.
Hi, I'm Janice Miller of ERA First Advantage Realty. My husband Mark and I are amazed at how many people buy their home based on the kitchen.
Sounds like me.
And if you are foodies like us, the kitchen is the most important place.
We're just about ready, my dear.
No matter what's important to you when buying or selling your home, it's important to ERA First Advantage Realty.
You had me at kitchen.
ERA First Advantage Realty.
Welcome back to Tasting the Tri-State. Join me now at the Twilight Bistro on the Main Street Walkway in Evansville with the one, the only, Jan Anglin.
We're with Jan Anglin, Twilight Bistro. You and your husband Joe started Twilight Bistro. How did you meet?
We met, I was working at Flying J. I was the facility manager. And then after my late husband passed away, I moved to the restaurant. So they brought Joe in to do facility manager. So we were buddies for a year. We were friends for a year. And I always thought he was so serious. He needs to get in touch with his inner goof. So he'd walk by the pizza area and I'd say something silly to him, and then
and did he smirk?
No, he actually laughed, but little did I know he was already way in touch with his inner goof.
Oh, he was. So then from there, how did you start Twilight Bistro?
From there we decided later on to get married, and then he was going to be transferred to New Jersey for another store. you know, we don't really want to move to New Jersey. Our kids are here, you know.
That would be a huge change.
Yeah, so we would walk downtown, and we came in for coffee one night when this used to be Wire. And we overheard them say, you know, our lease is up in January. And we thought, the wheels start turning. So we called Mr. Miller, and we picked the lease up in January. And then it took a few months to get it going. So April 28th, we opened Twilight Bistro.
Wow. And the name Twilight Bistro?
Well, my daughter, when she was 16, she's like 30 now, but when they did a business plan in high school, and she wanted to do a cafe. So, and she would draw beautiful nighttime scenes, and she wanted to call it Twilight. So Twilight Cafe. So she said, Mom. I go, yeah, let's do it.
Oh, perfect. So here we
Twilight
are today.
Bistro. So
and you've been here since April?
April 28th, and we've been here almost 6 years in April.
6 years?
Yeah.
It's a great place.
Yeah.
The soup and the salad bar.
People are like family.
Yeah.
They come in all the time. I think we'd really be missed if you weren't here.
Yes,
really
you would. It seems like when customers are coming in,
right,
you know them by name.
Yes. And I make a point to know them by name. When I bring their tickets back, I look at their credit card and say, Andrew or Sarah, or usually I'll sing a song that reminds me of their name, so I'll remember it next time.
Like
so I'll hit them with a song.
The banana song, like
no,
Hannah?
or no, like let's see, Carolina, like Carol. Nothing could be finer than to be Carol. So I remember that. Now there is a funny story. I do have a history book of Evansville, and I was going through it with a lady who was about 90, and she goes, "Oh, I love the Trocadero. I used to dance at the Trocadero," and she said, "You know, I miss those old songs," so I started singing "Crazy, Crazy for Feeling So Lonely," and then my cell phone rang. And I answered my cell phone and said, "Is Patsy there?" And I thought, "Oh my God, hello, Patsy."
Well, there's so much
we
personality and fun. And
oh yeah, we get a lot. I get a lot of feedback from the folks, and
it's a great place.
A lot of fodder.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, thanks for being here. This is wonderful.
Talk to Joe next.
Coming up, we will make Joe's special chicken salad that is to die for on Tasting the Tri-State.
Frost Insulators, Local 37, yeah. They insulate the USA and the train to know just how. Industrial insulation, insulators got it down. I use the ones who know the job. They keep it green and never stop. Best at what they do in this town. They're the insulators.
The Good Samaritan Home is independently owned and operated and offers residential living and Alzheimer's care.
Our rehabilitation team of physical, occupational, and speech therapists help you regain strength and recover quickly. Using leading technology and client-centered care, you will get the best results at the Good Samaritan Home.
The Good Samaritan Home is a non-for-profit healthcare ministry affiliated with United Church of Christ. Call or visit goodsamhome.org. Since 1953, F.T. Kelly & Sons in Evansville has kept the Tri-State swimming with custom in-ground pools. If you can dream it, F.T. Kelly can build it. Get a free estimate on how F.T. Kelly can change your life with the pool of your dreams, along with pool supplies, full-service openings, closings, repairs, and replacements. Your family will love F.T. Kelly & Sons grills, spas, and accessories too. For 3 generations, F.T. Kelly & Sons Evansville, East and West.
What might this be?
A black widow spider. 2 little mice. Cicada killer bees in my backyard. An army of ants marching on my kitchen counter. A brown recluse spider waiting in my bed.
Call McMahon Exterminating at 475-1100. Who can help you? McMahon can.
Ellington Fine Cabinetry is the standard for quality craftsmanship. At Ellington Fine Cabinets, they take pride in taking care of their customers with a welcoming spirit and attention to detail. Customers are treated like family at Ellington. With 40 years of experience, you'll get the best in quality craftsmanship. All the wood cabinets are made right here in the Tri-State and are custom made to fit your space and your style. Visit the Ellington showroom at 101 North Governor and let your dreams begin with Ellington Fine Cabinetry.
At IBEW Local 16, helping business in the Tri-State is an everyday thing.
We wanted the new arena to be built right, safely, on time, and under budget. So we turned to IBEW Local 16 to get the job done.
At the Acropolis, we use IBEW Local 16 electricians. They do a fantastic job for us.
How can IBEW Local 16 help your business today?
Ed, what are you doing up here?
I'm here to demonstrate just how low we can get the prices at expresswayonline.com. Get it? Expressway Online.
Shop all 7 Expressway stores anytime.
10 brands and always the largest selection of vehicles in the Tri-State.
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Oh yeah, I got this. Whee!
That really had to hurt.
Welcome back to Tasting the Tri-State at the Twilight Bistro with Joe Anglin and his wonderful chicken salad.
Joe Anglin with Twilight Bistro. You're going to show us your famous chicken salad, how it all comes together and what's in it.
Yep. We're going to start with the red delicious apples, red seedless grapes. We have chicken. We don't use just white. We use white and dark mixed, so it's not as dry.
Good flavor in both kinds of chicken.
And then we also use a heavy mayonnaise for that. And Mullins French dressing. What do you think about that?
I think it's great. I think it really pulls it all together, and it's sweet, it's tangy.
And we're going to put Mullins in this also. That's the other thing we have. That's the only 2 things we use Mullins in right now.
How did you get this recipe?
This is one that Jan made up.
Oh. So you're at home one day and she says, I want some chicken salad. Let's come up with an idea.
Okay.
Is that what she said?
Pretty much. And she had it all down with grapes, and we're also going to use pecan pieces, which is pre-done. And I don't know where she came up with the Mullins on that.
It's just that little extra sweetness. You could put other things in there, maybe like a little honey or whatever, but Mullins has its own delicious flavor.
We're just going to mix a little bit of chicken in there.
With our apples and our grapes.
Then I'm just going to take some heavy-duty mayonnaise. Like this. And then we're going to take some pecan pieces, which I already have done. And then what we'll do is we'll mix this up. And then we're going to add Mullins to it. And all we're going to do with the Mullins is discolor it just a little bit.
Give it a little pinky hue.
Right.
There you go. We have that in our fridge at home.
Mullins?
We love it.
Oh, that's good.
Love it, love it. That is beautiful. And the longer it sits sometimes, maybe, or if it sits for a few hours, it tastes even better, right?
Right. What we try to do is we try to do it, I did what we use today early in the morning, let it set up for a couple of 2 or 3 hours. And it does real well. And I'll get some fork or spoons and everybody can try that.
This is one of your most popular items on the menu, isn't it?
It is,
So your menu is so unique. How did you come up with, what you wanted to have as the Twilight Bistro?
Well, we knew going into it we were going to have a ½ pound and a 1/3 pound. We were going to go just a little bit bigger and different than the other restaurants.
The burgers.
And what happens when Jan, she actually named it Twilight. And
From her daughter.
Right, and that's when we got into everything. It just started falling into place. And then we started trying things out. That's where the Philly steak come. And we only have 2 or 3 frozen items. Everything else is fresh.
That's great. So keeping it fresh, keeping it local, local ingredients, seasonal that you have on your salad bar.
Right. There's 2 coolers out there, and in the summertime, when the When the homegrown fruit and vegetables come in, those are full, and we sell them, and we also use them here. We'll do things like on our dinners, we'll take a fresh squash and zucchini with onions and mushrooms, cut it up. We do that.
Delicious. Okay, let's try. Let's try.
Okay.
It's set. Okay, 2 hours.
Okay.
2 hours later.
Hopefully I mixed it good.
Cheers.
Pretty good.
Sweet. Delicious crunch from the pecans, wherever you're from in the nation. That is one delicious chicken salad. Thank you so much.
You have got to try that chicken salad. They have so many great specialties here at Twilight Bistro. We'll find out more with Joe next on Tasting the Tri-State.